make sure that they open and close from the outside. Making sure that all the seals are intact and in good condition and okay. We're checking the glass, making sure it's clean, clear, no cracks, no breaks. And we're gonna move inward, and we're going to check our step well. We're making sure that it's a skid-free surface, all the screws are down, there's no tripping hazard. We're checking our handrail, making sure that there's no sharp edges, making sure it's securely mounted, all screws are in place. We see our step well lights. They're clean, clear, no cracks, no breaks. We'll check them when we do the light check. We turn over here and we're checking our triangles, our warning triangles. There's 3 of them. We just point them out. We don't have to take them out or anything. We just let her know that it's securely mounted, and there's 3 warning triangles there. Then we move up and we show her our fire extinguisher. We show her that it's securely mounted. We show her that it has its green tag and that the gauge is also in the green. Then, as we're coming up, we turn and we're going to point right above us and show her this is our body fluid cleanup kit and this is our first aid kit. We tell her that they're both fully stocked and they're securely mounted. I continue this direction and I let her know this is my cubby, and here I have my insurance verification and my seatbelt cutter in hand's reach. Then I let her know I'm checking my seat. It's securely mounted to the bus. It's in good condition, no damage, no cuts and frays and tears or anything. And then I'm going to do my safety start. So I'm going to sit down into the seat and let her know that I'm checking my seat belt, making sure that it's in good condition, no cuts, tears, or frays, and that it latches and unlatches securely. We're going to leave it latched while I'm doing my safety start. And then moving it where I can reach the pedal. To do a safety start, you turn the key into the on position. Let it finish all the gauges. All right, then we go ahead and start the bus. And then from here, now that the safety start is complete, I'm gonna have her come all the way onto the bus, and we're gonna do the light check. So go ahead and have everyone step on. And then go ahead and unflip the switch for me so the door shuts. Because now we're going to let her know we're going to do our light check. To start the light check, the door does have to be completely closed. We'll start with, we ask her, she's going to step out and she's going to walk in front of the bus. And as we turn on each light, she'll give us a thumbs up when it works. So we'll start with the headlights, switching the headlights on. Wait for a thumbs up. Then we're going to check our brights. She'll give us a thumbs up. Then we're going to check our turn signal. To the left, thumbs up. To the right, thumbs up. Then check our hazard warning lights. Thumbs up. Then we're going to turn on our ambers. Our amber warning lights, those are the ones up top, by switching on the master switch and hitting the amber button. The indicator shows that it's on. She'll give a thumbs up. Then we're going to switch open the door all the way. So the reds are activated, the stop arms are activated, the door opens, and the step-o lights come on. She's going to give a thumbs up. Then we'll turn it off. Now she's going to walk to the back of the bus where we can see her in our review mirror. And we're going to do all the lights in the back, and she'll give us a thumbs up. In the back, we're going to start with the brake. So I'm going to step on the brake. So she gives me a thumbs up. Then, again, we'll go over the left turn signal, the right turn signal, the warning lights, the hazard warning lights. Then we'll go over the ambers again. Wait for the thumbs up. Then we're going to open the door all the way. She'll give the thumbs up that she sees all the reds and the stop arms open. And then when she gets back to the door, we'll point out to her that our step-well light is working. Then when she gets back on the bus, we'll shut the door. And then I'll go over all my panels and gauges, everything that's right here in front. So I actually start with, I let her know that I see my windshield, that it's clean, clear, no cracks, no breaks, good visibility. Then I let her know I can see in all my mirrors, including our passenger mirror, that all the mirror faces are clean, clear, no cracks or breaks, and that all the visibility are adjusted properly. See, like right now this one isn't. No, it is. Then I let her know that I see my windshield wipers and that they are in good condition, not damaged, and we let her know that we're checking that they work. So we press on it and the sprays, they're working correctly. Then we move inward and we let her know that I'm checking my steering wheel, making sure that it has no more than 1 inch of play in it. And then I let her know, and it's in good condition. Then I let her know that I'm checking the horn. I let her know I'm going to check it. I'm going to honk it twice to make sure that it works properly. It was successful. Then I'm going to move down to my left. I'm going to let her know about my buttons over here. I let her know that these are all my heat controls over here. It's my heater fans. Over here, these are more heat controls right here that control the defrost and stuff. Then down here, I've got my fans. And this is my noise suppression. It's all working. Then I turn it off when I'm done. I let her know this is my mirror heater button. Then I let her know this is my master switch. I let her know this is my amber warning switch. I let her know these are all my interior light switches, demonstrating that they're working. And I let her know this is my door switch and that it's working. We do not have to go over any of this right here. So we just come over to our whole front panel. We let her know this is my headlight switch. This is my panel dimmer switch that lets the lights go on and off a little less, a little more. I got my high idle switch. Then I got my gauges. I let her know that this is my front and my rear air gauge. On regular working conditions, it should stay between 120 to, actually between 100 and 130 PSI. Then I let her know this is my speedometer. We'll check that during our 5 mile per hour check during the brake check. Then I let her know that I got my coolant gauge. It should stay between 180 to 10 degrees. Then I let her know this is there's my mileage, but then right here's my voltage. It should stay between 13 and 14 volts. I let her know that this is my RPMs, and we'll check that during our air brake hold test. Then I let her know I got my DEF. It should stay above half, and then there's my fuel gauge, and we try to keep our fuel above half. All right, and then that went over all the gauges. So then I let her know that I'm going to stand up and I'm going to check all the passenger related items. So we're going to step this way, and as I go this way, I let her know I'm going to check all of my seats. I let her know that I'm making sure that they're not damaged, there's no vandalism, no cuts. I let her know that they're secured firmly to the floor, all bolts in place. And then I just let her know I only have to check one, and I just let her know I would check all the seats the same way. And as I go this way, I'll go to my first emergency exit, and I let her know that I'm checking my emergency exit, that it's labeled properly, and I let her know that I'm making sure that it opens and that the alarm goes off. Then open and closes. I let her know I have 4 emergency windows, and I would check them all the same. You only have to check one, and I let her know, but I would check them all the same way. Then as I continue down, I let her know that I'm checking the aisle, that it's a skid-free surface, that all the trim is tacked down, all the screws are in place, and that there's no trip hazard. Then when I get to the back, I let her know that I'm checking the rear windows, that they're clean, clear, no cracks, no breaks, and that there's no illegal stickers or obstructions. Then I let her know I'm checking the back door, the rear door, that it's properly labeled and legible. I'm going to let her know that I'm going to open and shut it and make sure the alarm's working. And then on my way back, I let her know that I'm going to check my 2 emergency roof hatches. And we don't have to demonstrate, we just tell her that to open it, we would turn the lever and firmly push up. And we would check them both the same way. And that was all the passenger related items. So now we let her know that we're going to do our air brake check, which is the last part of the inside of the bus. So I sit back down, I buckle up, and we turn off the bus, turn off the headlights. Then I turn the bus back into auxiliary. We let it finish all its clicking. All right, once it's finished, we let her know that we're going to bleed out all the air and check, so first we hit the service brake so we can release the parking brake, and we hold for 1 minute to make sure that we're not losing any air. We should lose 2 to 3 psi in the initial push, but then we shouldn't lose any more psi after that, and we're going to hold it for 1 minute. So you have a timepiece, and you watch for 1 minute. Once the 1 minute is over, we let her know it was successful. We did not lose any more. We didn't lose any psi during that. Then we will bleed out the air. And what we're going to check for is we're going to make sure the alarm's going off at 60 psi. We continue to bleed the brakes, and we're waiting for our air brake to pop out when it gets between 20 to 30 psi, which it did, which means that if we ran out of air, the brake would automatically kick in and catch the bus. So we let her know that that was successful. So now we'll turn on the bus. And from here, we turn on the high idle, and we're going to wait till it gets to 80 psi. But then once it gets to 80 psi, we'll turn off the high idle, and we need it to go from 85 to 100, and we'll time it for 45 seconds. It should take no more than 45 seconds. Our alarm's going to go off at 60 psi.
Pretty close to 60 psi.
Alright, that's 60. About right there's 80. So we turn off the high idle. And now we're timing it for 45 seconds. It should go from 85 to 100. This bus does not have really good lines on it, which is okay. We're kind of guesstimating where 80 and where 100 is, and that's fine. We're definitely making sure we watch our time, and if it gets to 45, it's probably pretty close to 100, and we'll let her know that it was successful. So after it reaches the 45 seconds and you've let her know that that was successful, the bus filled up with air, then we'll turn back on the high idle. And now we're waiting for the governor to kick on to turn off the air, and that should happen between 120 to 130 psi. Alright, that was successful. The governor kicked on at 120. Turn off the high idle. Then we'll do the air brake hold test, which just requires us to shift it into drive. The brake is still on, and we just hit the gas. Now it's us. This is when we're checking our RPM gauge, which is also working. But the bus held. It didn't move to the left or the right. Let me do it one more time. The bus held, so our brakes are definitely working. And now we do our 5 mile per hour pull-up test, which is where we will release the parking brake, and literally we'll just go forward to your 5 miles and stop, and you let go. Make sure you let go of the steering wheel, and you're making sure the bus didn't pull to the left or the right. And then you would do it one more time where you let the bus get up to 5 miles per hour and then hit the brake and make sure it didn't pull to the left or the right. Then secure the bus, which is brake first, then shift to neutral. And that finished the air brake check. So then we will turn off the bus, go and turn off the child alarm, and then we'll move to the outside of the bus.